Hello and welcome to the highlights of Day 5 of this first Test match, Sri Lanka versus New Zealand, happening at the Galle International Stadium. And I can tell you that it is going to be a pretty tough task for New Zealand with just 2 wickets remaining. 68 runs is what they require, but the saving grace for them could be Rachin Ravindra, 91 not out. The spinners, Ramesh Mendis and Prabhat Jayasuriya once again bothering the New Zealand batters. So how will New Zealand look at achieving this target? 68 is what they require. So time to join some action.
91 not out, Rachin Ravindra. His partner, he's got a great defense. They tend to trust him with it. Das Patel. The job at hand, 68 runs for a famous win here in Galle. Very good morning to everyone. We're in Galle. It's the first test between Sri Lanka and New Zealand, the 5th day.
It was a great mix of defense and offense this innings. He knew when to hold back. He picked the right moments to go after the bowlers. That's why he's been mighty effective. And this man, Das Patel, has to stick around. First for him to get to 100 and then get closer to the target. It's going to be Dhananjaya De Silva to operate.
Massive wicket for him. That was off Tom Latham. Ravindra outstanding in his footwork. Down the wicket, deep in his crease, looking to score most of his runs off the back foot. Das Patel, his own game again is block that ball. That's simple as that for them.
A few runs from his bat can be handy. You're talking about Rachin. He was very comfortable playing off the back foot in the first innings. Adapted well in this one because there were plenty of rough areas outside the off stump available for the left armour. And batted quite comfortably off the front foot as well in this innings. Gets to the pitch of the ball, off a full face of the bat, smothered the spin.
Yeah, the key is either get really close to the ball or get further away from it. In other words, get close to the ball means use your feet and smother the ball, or get on your back foot and ride the turn and the spin. Two balls remaining. They're still not coming in. You'd have thought that they'd like to keep Ravindra off strike. Oh, beautifully bowled. Beautifully bowled. Too good. And that's another thing you've got to keep in mind. We'll get some like this. Don't let it worry you. Just play the next one.
Yeah, you have to forget. You have to forget quickly what happened with the previous delivery. Just focus on the next one. Field closed in. Looking to save a single here to keep Das Patel on strike for the next over.
Yeah, he gets that single he wants. The first run for him, for New Zealand. 208 for 8.
Yeah, looking to play off the back foot. He did the same thing which you were alluding to on your pitch report. Now, whenever he rocked on the back foot, he made sure that he opens his front shoulder to be able to get behind the line of the delivery and take the front leg away from the line of the delivery. That's why he has survived. It has been very good batting from Rachin Ravindra, given the conditions.
It's not been easy. Balls turning, balls bouncing. A lot of noise, wickets falling all around you. And it's a technique, it's a skill you're not used to. So you've got to keep reminding yourself and pushing on for longer periods. Goff getting onto that offside. He wants to keep an eye on that deep square leg fielder. First ball of this over was a no ball. If that leg slips there, there's a deep fine leg, and that square leg has to be in front of square. He's asking around the wicket. Given. In line with the stump, straightening. Jayasuriya gets his man. Reviews available. You better ask for it, and he has.
Okay, gap between bat and ball. There's a clear gap between bat and ball. Please roll to the pads, please. Okay, thank you. No bat and ball. Ball tracking, please. Pitching in line, impact in line. Wickets hitting. Thank you. I'll go back to Hassan on field. Hassan, you can stay with your decision. You're on screen now. You can signal out.
He's had a very good game, Ehsan Raza. Made some wonderful calls in difficult conditions. But this is massive for New Zealand. Disappointment for Rachin Ravindra. Gone for 92.
Yeah, he thoroughly deserved 100 here. Unlucky. But been a brilliant effort. 92 was personal contribution. 209 for 9.
Last pair for New Zealand. William O'Rourke has had a good test match with the ball. That's his job. It was very impressive in these conditions what he did. But a massive blow early.
He has to give a bit of air to the ball to be able to deceive the batters. And that spell of his on third day actually changed the game. When he picked up 3 quick wickets and got his team back on track in this test match. At that point, New Zealand was threatening to take a big lead. Now he has bowled well. From day 3 onwards, Prabhat Jayasuriya.
They're asking for something.
He's referred it. He thought it was the case of boot first rather than the bat.
Third umpire to director. We have a player review for LBW. Original decision is not out. I have checked the field. It's a fair delivery. Front on spin vision, please. Just rock and roll, please, once again. Okay, clearly off the bat. Thank you. I'll go back to Ehsan on field. Ehsan, you can stay with your decision. You're on field now. You can signal not out.
Sri Lanka don't have any reviews left. De Silva. I was right, Amir. Told you, even they don't know what they were asking for. What a review. Reviews that it didn't make sense in this test match from Sri Lanka.
Thrice in this test match, thrice. They reviewed in hope that it was the case of ball hitting the pad first. And the replay showed right in the middle of the bat.
The replay showed there was no pad at all. Well, no reviews with 9 wickets down. You'd have to think that it's not going to come to haunt then. Still 66 to defend. Jas Patel still to get off the mark. He's faced 19 balls. William O'Rourke. If history tells you something, there's not a lot there. Off the mark.
I had to wait about 15 hours to get off the mark. Ajaz Patel. Definitely has the ability to hang around. Hasn't got the way of stroke, but he can defend the ball.
Three catches on the leg side. 210 for 9, New Zealand. Rachin Ravindra batted beautifully. Dismissed early today. Added only 1 run. But Prabhat Jayasuriya always ready to bowl many overs. Very patient. And ends up getting those rewards.
That's what they need. They need to take the scoreboard. Defending is not going to suffice for New Zealand here. They have to keep on thinking about runs.
Searching for another 5-wicket haul, Prabhat Jayasuriya. He's got 7 so far. And 6 of those have come in goal. The other one in his home ground where he plays his first class cricket at the SSC. He's got 60 plus wickets. 61 wickets. Bowled him, that's it. His 8th 5th wicket haul. His 8th 5-wicket haul for Prabhat Jayasuriya. The top of the bail, Sri Lanka. They come back this morning and don't waste any time. They wrap the innings up. They go 1-0 up in the series as they win by 63 runs.
What a way to get your 5-wicket haul in this innings. Went wide on the crease this time around, Prabhat Jayasuriya. Bowled that length and had the ball holding its line, and he got the desired result. Brilliant stuff. An emphatic win for Sri Lanka in this test match.
There you go, wide of the crease, just straightens down the line. Not much he can do about it. He's played the line, but you just hope it misses the stumps. It doesn't. Sri Lanka, well, they played 4 test matches in the last month, lost 2 now, they've won 2 on the trot. They worked hard. They were under pressure, but I'll tell you where the game changed. It was that partnership between Dimuth Karunaratne and Dinesh Chandimal. The 2nd wicket of 147 runs. That's where Sri Lanka clawed themselves in front, and from there on, never looked back.
Yeah, 3rd day of a test match is always a driving day. It determines which way the test match is heading. And Sri Lanka, they were absolutely brilliant on day 3. Picked up 5 wickets quickly. In the first innings of New Zealand, where they were threatening to take a big lead. And from there, the batters come to the fore, and that particular partnership, which you mentioned, Russell, made the difference.
Dhananjay De Silva will be pleased. His team have stood up at different stages. Contributions from very different players, and that's what you want as a captain, to be able to rely on everyone. Prabhat Jayasuriya, the hero, 9 wickets in the test match. That's 62 out of 88 for him. Here in goal, and that's why we call him the Goaldozer.
Yeah, we've spoken about how good Sri Lanka was on day 3, but you have to give credit to the New Zealand team. They came out, they actually challenged the host There were moments in this test match where they could have got the stranglehold of the game, missed out and allowed the opposition to take control. But quite a few positives for the New Zealand side. The young fast bowler, Will Aruk, bowled really well. Ajaz Patel, Rachin, top performers in this test match for New Zealand.
After losing the toss, New Zealand having bowled out Sri Lanka for 305. So early on the second morning, they were in the game. They had their opportunities, just couldn't put the foot on the throat of the Sri Lankans, who fought back really well. Most wins by a team at a venue since 2000. Sri Lanka have won 25 out of 43 here in goal. England, they like Lords, 25 out of 48. In a couple of days' time, the second test will start here in Galle, and maybe those numbers will change once again. New Zealand needed another one, another batter to go on to make a big one like Rachin Ravindra. Maybe give him a little bit more support. It didn't happen. The top three not contributing much, whereas the solidity lies there. Latham, Williamson.
And like we mentioned, there are so many positives for the New Zealanders. Now they have got the hang of how to deal with Jayasurya's, Dhananjay's and Ramesh Mendis's bowling to be able to compete well in the second test match. Once again, pick up the bowlers, Prabhat Jayasurya walking away with another 5-wicket haul here at Galle.
Yep, his 8th in test cricket, his 7th here in Galle.
Always have that profound smile on his face at the end of the game, because he always walks away with at least 8 wickets, doesn't he?
Plenty of wickets here. Coming to Mendis, a wonderful 114. His 4th test 100. Took Sri Lanka to 305. William O'Rourke, very, very impressive for his 5 wickets. New Zealand started off well, but then 340 is what they managed to score. Sri Lanka, I mentioned that 147-run partnership which got rid of the deficit, got Sri Lanka ahead, gave them some direction. It was Karunaratne and Chandimal. Ayaz Patel, 6 for 90. New Zealand needing 275 to win, bowled out for 211. Rachin Ravindra was outstanding for his 92. Prabhat Jayasuriya, the Goldoza, 5 for 68. Sri Lanka 1-0 up in the series with this win by 63 runs.
18 wickets for the spinners.